tier list. We're gonna be ranking every single one of these survivor skills. Guiding light. Now, guiding light, leading you straight to your last objective. That's number 1, and then number 2 is final 2, and then number 3 is all of them. It's only useful for the new players since they don't know where the locations are for the, the terminals and stuff. So I'm gonna put this one at C. All right, next up we got adrenaline boost. It is not one where it helps your teammates, or whether it just helps yourself, as all it gives you is a speed boost after you save a teammate. So why would I want a skill that only helps me and not my teammates? This isn't really a good skill. This is more of a selfish perk. I'm putting this in D tier. This one, do I even have to mention what this is? No. This is like the worst perk in the game. Like, no way. Even in failure, you remain unnoticed. Failing to decode a terminal will not alert the hunter. Locked eyes. I think it alerts you for where the teammates are, or is it? This one doesn't really matter, because why would I care where my survivors are or where my teammates are? Like, no, this is trash. Okay, now we have healing hands. Now this one is an automatic S tier. No questions asked. Like, do I even need to explain why this is S tier? Like, come on now. Allows you to heal teammates 40% quicker. Tier 3 allows you, and tier 1 10% quicker. So you should, this is one of the first perks you should automatically max out. Clocking out. After completing a terminal, gain a speed boost for 5 seconds. You don't need no speed boost for 5 seconds after completing a terminal, bro. Like, most of the time you complete a terminal and the killer's not even next to you. Okay, this is trimmers, if I believe. 10%. If they manage to escape, you will be slowed for 20% for 30 seconds. I mean, it works, but it works in, I would say, more in like bushy maps. Like, if you're hiding in a bush or in a locker, that's where this works perfectly, because then if you're slowed down, the killer cannot get you in the middle of C. Third eye, as the exit opens, your instinct sharpens, revealing the animatronic control. Just use sound cues. This is an automatic D tier. You know what? It's not as actually, you know what? No, it's actually maybe one of the worst ones, actually. All right, next up we have tank builds. Now this one, it depends on which tier. I think tier 1 and tier 3 is the best one. This is while working on a terminal, you only take 35 damage if attacked. So you technically can take 3 hits if you're on a terminal. This one is a 35% chance. This is all up to chance. And then the last one, I think it's, you have 150 and your speed is reduced by like 10%. This one actually deserves an A tier. It's actually not a bad perk, depending on the tier, of course. All right, shielded escape. Temporary force field, protecting you for the next hit. This is actually very handy if you don't know how to dodge or can't dodge really well. I'm actually gonna put this above tank build. Actually, no, wait, I'm not putting an A tier. I'm putting this in S tier. What am I doing here? Self-care. What does self-care do? Self-care grants you an item that lets you heal for 30 seconds with a 240 seconds of cooldown. Now, this is one of the worst perks. Again, this is not a good perk. No matter the tier, all the tiers do, the higher tiers just reduce the cooldown. You do not want to be healing on your own, especially in 2v8 where there are like 2 killers. No, you don't need this. You really don't need this. It's not better than adrenaline boost. Next up we have Pitfall. Sabotage a ball pit, making it inaccessible for 60 seconds. This perk is actually very good when it comes to people who camp. You know, you rescue a teammate and then you place this, and then if you get down, or if the rescuer or the other person you rescue gets down, the killer can't put you in that ball pit. We're going to put this in the A tier. All right, next up we have, I don't even know what this perk is. What is this perk actually? Dusting off. All right. When completing a healing action on another survivor, reduce their capture progress by 5%. Doesn't work with self-care. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's also not good. Like, it's okay. It's okay. So put it in B. Lone survivor. Now, I actually do not like this perk. I don't actually use it. I've never used it before. I think only once, when the odds are against you, your determination heightens Decoding speed increases with 80% with each limited to tier 3, and then tier 1 20%, and tier 2 50%. Now, this perk is kind of selfish. It really is kind of selfish. This is like adrenaline boost. This is basically asking for your teammates to die. Like, why would I want my... sure, okay, I get the idea. You want, if your teammate dies or gets captured, your decoding speed increases, but like most of the time, well, not most of the time, but 90% of the lobbies in this game are like, they just have very, very bad players. So I understand why people run this perk, but if you're running it in a you know, with friends and all that stuff, you're not going to need this, obviously. But whenever I see people with this perk, I instantly think, okay, they are not going to rescue me because they want their decoding speed to increase. And most of the time I am correct. Whenever I get down, and keep in mind, I have 0% captured, they don't go for me. They just ignore me. Why? Because they want to decode their speed faster with the terminals and stuff. This one might actually, you know, annoy people because they think it's one of the best perks, but I mean, it depends on the scenario, of course. If you're playing with friends who know what they're doing, you're not going to need this. But again, in general, you know, you know, people play with randoms. It has to go in. I don't want to put it in A tier, but I'm going to put it in A tier just because I have to go with what most people play with, and they play with randoms most of the time.